Welcome everybody as we head into my first community cast of the VAIL VR VRML Season 2. And we've got IV and access denied here today for our entertainment. IV in third place, access denied in fourth. IV only played 6 games, but they're 5 wins and only 1 loss, with the same MMR as access denied, who are going 5 wins, 5 losses, 10 total games. So it should be a pretty good matchup. Connoisseur votes for this one has gone 22 in the favour of IV and 0 for access denied. Can there be an upset? We will find out. We're just waiting for 1 or 2 more players to come into the shuttle, and then we will look to get underway and find out what map we are going to be getting into. So interesting to see. Most people are on IV's side, most probably after the last matchup they had against Acer EU, 2-time VRML EU champions, formerly known as Crimson Claw, going in a 21-21 points, but IV taking 2 of those maps, and they went pretty close the last time they played Acer as well. So that might be what is swaying the connoisseurs here. Access denied last time out, losing to Meeks 27-10 on the points. So should be interesting to see what happens here. Obviously we know IV very new this season, shall we say, but the players not so much, with the likes of T in there. So looking forward to this one. Gonna go back to a quick break, and as soon as we know what's going on, I will be straight back with you. So we are still waiting on just one person to come into the shuttle. Just in case you're in the live chat, I am 3 minutes ahead of you. This has a delay, VRML rules, so you've got a 3-minute delay. So if you are typing in the live chat, I welcome you all. I can now see Flying Gonzo, the Mazarek, Zinc Cry in there. Looking forward to seeing what Ivy is going to do, and if access denied can put it to them. Again, just waiting on one player. No insights into what map we're going to be going into yet, but if you did want to see what is happening, then this is it. Not a great deal. So in terms of the rosters, we've got Bleach, Fraser, Gublin, Nock and T on Ivy, and Kenzog, McGuff, Sandy and Sea Dragon for access denied, with one waiting to come in. Not sure who's going to step in for access denied, whether it's going to be Faris or Screwin potentially coming in there, maybe Twisty down on the roster. Probably more likely to see Oh, I forgot Abbott as well. Abbott's not in there. So they've got options. They've got some good players to choose from here. Like to see who's going to be stepping in. And we've got him. There he is. So Abbott is going to be coming in for this one. Now all we need to do, guys, is wait and see what map we're going to be going to. Huh. And okay, it looks like it has been chosen. And we're just going to get ready, and it's going to be coming up on your screen very shortly. Going into the first map then, guys, and it's Sooner. McGuff in mid. Let's go and take a look at see what they're doing on this B push. Oh, Fraser with a nade onto Sandy, just like that. And let's get outlines and name tags on for you at home. Knocks in short Fraser. Fraser picked up another one. Gooblin with 2, and just like that, access denied are denied B site. And that is a very quick round taken by IVI EU. Let's look at see where access denied are going to be heading to this time. Looks like they're going for another B push. McGuff dropping into mid. Going to have a battle with T. And T gets the better of McGuff. Oh, but refagged very quickly by Sea Dragon. And it is a 4v4. Fraser picking up 2. Fraser with that AK-12 lethal on this B site. And Sandy and Sea Dragon with a slither of health have a lot to do against 4 full health IV. 3 with Sea Dragon and Fraser trading, but then Gooblin comes in and shuts that down, and 2-0 in the way of IVEU. So what do we think, guys? See you in the comments there. What are your thoughts? Who do you think is taking Sooner? Do you think access denied can bring it back and take this? Obviously, we're in the early stages, so anything can happen as we're following Gooblin onto this A site, as Sandy with a scanner goes to A also. Shots fired on B. And it's a 3-2 split and not a full rotate. Ivy sticking to their positions pretty well. Got 3 on that B site against the lone Sea Dragon, who gets taken out by Fraser. And now we move over to A site where Sandy is pushing down. And there's only 1 on site. But do they know that, as Gooblin pushes up through tons. Bleach taking out Kenzog, and it's only Abbott left. And it's so quick. It goes so quick. Ivy are so aggressive in their plays, in their defense, in their attacks. They just show no mercy. And as I play for Team Juice, we saw this also. So it's going to have to see some aggression from access denied to counter it, as they set up for a B site push. T picking up Abbott. T loves playing that mid roll. Is he going to pick up another there? Sandy picks up Fraser. Fraser's down. 1 on B site if they can push it. T trying to get around the back to upper. T takes out McGuff. And T is on for a rotate. On for a flank as Knock picks up Sandy and tries a knife. Sea Dragon refrags Knock though. And T is coming. Goblin picks up Sea Dragon. T with a flank onto Kenzog. And it is 4-0 to Ivy. So not the best of starts by Access Denied. Quite slow in their setup. And T is getting a lot of joy in that mid position. And we'll follow him into mid this time to see what is panning out there. As Access Denied go for a full A push. And hopefully McGuff can just fend off T. Set up a bit different. T and Knock go into B site this time. As Scanner goes A long, McGuff in mid. Doing a little jiggle as Goblin gets Sea Dragon with a nade and Kenzog then gets Bleach. And let's get into the action because it's all going down over here. Kenzog picks up Goblin. A better round. Abbott picks up Knock. This is a better round by Access Denied, who have now got 4-1 in numbers. And it's only T left. And he's got a lot to do from that position. As shots are fired, but does he know? He doesn't know. McGuff's there waiting for him. And that is the first round for Access Denied. 4-1. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. A different play there, and it paid off. We also saw a different setup from Ivy with T not going mid that time. Maybe they will revert. Time will tell. So it looks like an A push again, and T does go into that mid. And Sea Dragon is creating a pinch with McGuff. But T quickly backtracks and says, I'm not having any of that. He's got the audio and he's backed off. Knock is looking for shots from underpass onto the crossover up there on. Oh, Sea Dragon though gets Knock. Frazer refrags and Bleach gets Abbott and Abbott gets Bleach, and it's all going down. And now it's a 3v3. Nade's coming in hot. And we just see, is it Sandy there with a scanner? Yeah, just on a long. Goblin picks up Kenzog. And McGuff is just holding and playing audio in tons as Sandy peeks and probably thinks better of it. He's got 55 seconds. Rotate could be on. Frazer is in a good position though to rotate if needs be, as McGuff drops out of the game. Maybe that's why we weren't seeing moving. Maybe the game's crashed, I don't know, but that has left Sandy in a bit of a situation with 3 Ivy players against 1, and he has got a lot to do in these last 20 so seconds as he swings, and T just picks him up. Lovely headshot by T, taking the 5th round. Not sure what happened to McGuff. He's back in the game, but he'll be disappointed at that. That's for sure. So what do we think then? Access denied on defense. T getting up onto Xbox there, but there's just so many people trying to kill him off. They want that mid control. As T retreats into lower turns. Saw McGuff, but didn't get the pick out onto him. Was it McGuff? Sorry, Abbott. Oh, gets a headshot onto Abbott. Lovely work by T. Gets 2 onto Sea Dragon as well. This mid fight, and he doesn't get the 3rd as McGuff pushes up Cat, and I'm sure the audio has come in there as a Bleach gets a nade onto McGuff, and Sandy and Kenzog stuck on B long. But Sandy picks up Knock with a nice headshot there. Let's get into a bit more of the action. T on the flank gets 1. waiting for the other to peek, and T picks him up as well. T absolutely on fire today. Let's get up those scores and just have a look. 10 for 2. T wiping out mid and just flanking the team, and they can't do anything about it. Access denied. Even with the numbers in there, T is showing no mercy, and he is top fragging with Fraser quite close in behind, and as you can imagine, access denied with the lower numbers. So looks like we're having 3 going into mid to try and put T off, and T has retreated, but he still picks up 1 onto Sea Dragon there, as access denied opt for a B push again. We have Kenzog. We do have a battle up on here on Cat, and Fraser I think it knows, and he's played the audio as T picks up Sandy. He's peeked. Abbott knows he's there. T picks up McGuff. T just rotated and destroyed everyone, and Abbott picks up Fraser, but he's got a lot to do in a 1v4 now, and he has not got much health to do it. So Flash comes out, and Nock is going to swing around with a knife. Another knife kill by Nock. He does it almost every VRML match now, and it is disgusting, but we love to see it. Wow, Nock. Headshot as well to add to that, and 7-1. That is not a nice way to go, as I need to just quickly swap these teams around. And IVI are on the attack with a good advantage here, and Nock has the scanner. What a knife throw by Nock, my word. Nice for 2, maybe 3 in mid with a hold on B long with this pistol round. As shots come in, but nothing, no one there. Oh, great nade by Fraser onto Abbott, who's just sat on Rocket. And now it's getting a bit more physical. Oh, good Kenzog drop down, but Gooblin knows he's there. T picks up Sandy. Gooblin, Sea Dragon, T on the Kenzog as well, and T is having the game of his life, and he gets another. T, the machine. 17 for 2. He is running the show right now, and access denied do not know what to do with T. Tough stuff. Tough stuff. We want to see if they can claim back a few rounds on Ivy. Access denied. Opted for a bit of a different defense this time, as Ivy kind of just chill in spawn and decide what they're going to do. Just kind of sending T out on his own and saying, well, have a go, as T picks up Abbott with a headshot. Has he seen Kenzog? He has. He knows where Kenzog is. He knows he's sitting at the back there. And the nade comes in to push him out, but Kenzog gets T. Good work by Kenzog. And now the rest of IVEU come into action as Scanner is down on B long. Gooblin going into mid. Gets up Cat. Here's the footsteps. Sea Dragon gets taken out. And now he's got Cat all to himself. Kenzog picks up Nock. McGuff. Nade onto Fraser. Gooblin with the flank picks up McGuff. And there's only one left. And he is all by himself. But he could clutch this, Sandy. In this 2v1. Is he going to get aggressive or try and play the retake? Well, he's going to have to play the retake now. And Bleach just holds an angle on him, and Sandy there opting to go underpass, and that's it. The map goes to IVEU 9-1. First map sooner. And just to have a look at that, T having the game of his life. 18 for 3. Gooblin 10 for 1. And it was brutal, in short. Absolutely brutal. What we want to see now is access denied coming back into it in the next map. guessing it could potentially be a... could potentially be Miru. We'll have to wait to find out, as they just pick map or side. What are your thoughts on that last match, guys? T, is he the GOAT? You decide. And we're just waiting here on the decision. Still just waiting on the decision here. Not sure if they use their timeout or not. Just waiting for the confirmation here. Okay, guys, and the map that has been chosen is indeed Miru. Apologies, bit of a technical difficulty there. They went back to the shuttle, but now I can assure you that the map that has been chosen is Miru. Indeed. And here we go then, guys, with IVI on the attack on Miru, as Nock has the scanner here, and it is on this pistol round a B push with T pushing mid again. They got 3 on A site here as smokes come in to deny access, and T has got a bit to do in mid there. Get those outlines and name tags on for you. Gooblin picking up Sea Dragon, and now they start to push onto that B site. Kenzog currently was the only one on site, as now McGuff joins. And he's getting swung by Gooblin, but he backs out of that. Abbott picking up T. Bleach picking up Sandy. Oh, and Gooblin picking up Kenzog, and that leaves Abbott all alone to do it by himself. And it is an uphill battle as he into Dog and says thank you. 1-0 by the EU. Bit of a slower play there on the pistol round by Ivy. Normally we see a quick smash and grab aggression, but this time just holding back a little bit. And IV opt for another B push with sending 2 mid this time, T and Fraser. Maybe Fraser saying, I want to get in and a bit of the action. As shots are fired in mid by T. Fraser picking up Abbott and Bleach picking up McGuff. And then Abbott gets, and Sea Dragon using the MR96 and taking out T. Love to see that being used. Only a couple of players using it, and Gooblin shuts that down quickly before that can get out of hand. And now Ivy are on the B site, and Sandy is left alone as Kenzog looks like disconnects. Sandy picking up knock. 5 seconds on the clock, but Bleach says no thank you. This is our round as well. 2-0 Ivy. What do Access Denied do here with T in mid? Do they opt to take the site and worry about the mid player after? Do they opt to put more in mid to take out T or Fraser, who's playing there now? There's one on the rotate, Abbott rotating round, and you might have heard audio. Fraser, Abbott gets him, but not before Knock getting him also. B-site push then, as it's a 4-on-3. Gooblin getting real aggressive there. And blind firing through the smoke. Didn't hit anyone. Sea Dragon again with the MR96, which is absolutely wild. Bleach picking up Sandy. Knock picking up Sea Dragon. Sea Dragon onto Knock with the trade. And Gooblin finishing it up by getting McGuff. And it's 3 points to 0. I don't know what to say to you guys right now. But it's looking a little bit bleak for Access Denied, who seem to be trying to come up with options, but the options just don't work as they do a 3-2 split onto B. And this time, Ivy EU opt for an A. And will Gooblin get his first kill onto McGuff? McGuff tucked away. Oh, he does though, through the smoke. Great kill there. 2 in bunker, and somehow Gooblin gets away. As Scanner's just being held back at the minute, not pushing onto site as Sea Dragon takes out T with a nade. Nox takes a couple of bullets for his troubles. Fraser onto Sandy. Sea Dragon picking up Gooblin. And now there is 2. Sea Dragon with an MR96 still in hand. And Abbott, who just picked up Fraser, and it's a 2v2. And let's see where Abbott's going. Situation with an MR96 as Bleach gets Sea Dragon and Abbott trade. Didn't go down without a fight, but Bleach tucked away, and that round goes to Ivy EU. And Access Denied, who I didn't even realise are still playing with 4 players after that disconnect, and no one is reconnecting. So all they can do is put their bodies on the line and hopefully get a player back, because I have no idea what is happening there. And Sea Dragon still opts for the MR96, but he picks up Fraser in mid. There's shots getting fired all around. T picking up McGuff with a nade. Beautiful nade as Knock does try a knife. Oh, good pick by Knock onto Sandy. It's a 4v1, and that is that round done and dusted. I mean, what can I say about this? It's a 5v4. Ivy, who've just come off the back of a win against Acer. You do not only want to have 4 players at the best of times. As we have a look at the KDs, which aren't too different. It's just that AD are just not getting those rounds. There's a battle going on in mid with Sea Dragon and T. Oh, T-Dragon's left with a sliver of health. As Kenzog does come back eventually after the disconnect. But now, scanner is down on B site. McGuff is picking up Knock, who had the scanner, and he does love that Grot B. As you can see, the Gravity Grot B available in the market right now. As Gooblin picks up Sandy. And there's another one rotating in. Oh, Gooblin picks up Sea Dragon. Gooblin is googling up players at the moment for fun. And it is a 4v2 between McGuff. He's got the audio there. He's just heard those footsteps. Abbott picking up Gooblin, putting an end to his killing spree. T picking up Abbott, and it's only McGuff left. And he's got a lot to do. Picks up T. Oh, and gets swung by Fraser. And that's 6-0. 6-0 IVEU, guys. What are we saying? Is there a comeback? Hard to say at this point. It's a 5-on-5 for you now, which is good. As that nade gets destroyed in midair. Could be a quick swing, and McGuff picks up Fraser, and there is a complete disconnect here for me. And I have no idea what's going on with the cast. Let's see if we can get back into this a second. Apologies there. And I'm not sure why the map previews kept coming up, because I was not pressing them. So let's have a look, see if we can get back into this game. I have no idea what just happened. And where is Gooblin's? Okay, I think it might have been a complete disconnect. It's only saying there's 3 people in the server. Apologies here, guys. I'm not sure if everyone's had this issue or whether it's just me. Oh, it looks like a complete crash. And we may be replaying that map as we go into a new lobby. Unprecedented stuff happening here. Okay, so by the sound of things, they're going to start from the 6. As there's talk coming in, I'm not sure what happened there, but sounds like they're going to start from the 6-0 standpoint, play the 2 rounds out, then manually switch and play out the rest of the match. Not sure what happened there. Live on my first community cast, and we had a live full server crash. So now we are just waiting to get back into the match, and I'll be back with you very, very, very soon. So all players are back in the shuttle as we head back out to Miru. This time we hope without any issues at all, as I will just set this up again for you all watching. And I'm not sure if they're going to be okay, so they're self-inflicting damage every round until 6. And then I believe we're continuing the matchup here. I'm going to switch over so you guys can at least see what's going on and get back into the action. And I don't think anyone knows what's going on. Let's have a look and see what everyone is doing as they decide what is happening and giving me some extra work to do here.
Match starting. Get ready.
Apologies again, guys. Sometimes these things just happen, and even if we don't want them to, they do. Let's get the outlines on, let's get the name tags on, and we're good to go. As access denied take their own lives. And I'm not sure if they're going to do that again. I presume they're not going to do that 6 times. That's all the KDs out the window for this one. And we're getting on with the business, so we're just getting the pistol round out the way. We are playing this next round as IVEU look for an A push this time with Knock the scanner just holding on, and McGuff picks up Fraser there on a good angle from B side. And this slower push from Ivy could go in the favour of access denied, as it is a slaughter on site. There is shots fired everywhere, and suddenly IVEU have only got T left, and T manages to get McGuff. Oh, but Abbott quickly refrags that, and a round does go to access denied. So technically speaking, it is 6-1 if my maths are correct. So it should be 6-1 to IVEU. Just going to note this down so we know what's going on here as things start to get funky. So one more round to go before the side switch, which will be done manually as Ivy push up on this B site as McGuff takes out Fraser again early. And there are shots fired everywhere. Sandy, Kenzog picking up Gooblin. Sandy had a good angle there on B short. And 3T picking up Abbott, but there's only 3 left. Oh, Bleach picks up McGuff to even the scores, but Sandy finds Bleach with a quick refrag, and he is going the long way around town as T and Knock are in a bit of a pinch. And do they know that the flank is coming from Sandy as T picks up 2? And now they've got sight, and we missed it, and I apologise. But that flank I thought was on, and Sandy now has to come and clear this site. Scanner didn't go down, but they do a quick rotate over to A. Sandy, I think, has read the play. And what's going on in the chat?
Scan started.
Scan go down at A. And Knock is on his way. He's just playing audio. Sandy, 1v2, you can clutch this. Checking the right angles. He knows where they are. The only place they can be. The audio's come in, and it's a trade. He did well to get that, but tee up, scanner down, and that's another round to IVEU, and we should see a side swap now. As it goes 7-1 in favour of... And we're going to have to do this again. 7-1 in favour of IVEU. And so... Apologies again about this, guys. Sometimes it happens and we just roll with it, right? But we're good. Everything's hunky-dory. And now AD are on the attack and need to claw back some numbers here. 7-1 in this. 9-1 in the first map on Suna. Shots come in from McGuff. Gooblin quickly picks up McGuff. And Sea Dragon sees another. Kenzog trades with Gooblin to put an end to that. And it is an absolute massacre as T picks up 2.
Round starting.
Wow, these rounds go by quicker and quicker. And IVEU only need 1 point. So technically speaking, this is match point. If you've joined the cast late, then we did have some technical difficulties. So this is the way this is getting played out now. Shots coming in from Sandy. There's nades, there's knives. That's got to be knock over there. Throwing those across as Abbott picks up Bleach to get a numbers advantage. And there is just a lot going on. Good numbers here. Gooblin still on B site. Maybe rotating now. Fraser picking up Abbott. Oh my word. And trades coming in. And McGuff gets shot down by Gooblin. And that is game, set, and match for IVEU. That is their... That is their 2-map win, and this cast really has gone wild. It's completely put me off. I have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm saying due to that minor interruption there with the lobby crashing. I've seen some people in the chat saying that there was just the map preview cinematics coming up again and again, which shouldn't have been the case, so I apologise for that. But we know what the last map's going to be. We know it's going to be Kitty. And really, it's just for AD to try and get some points back on the scoreboard as Cray comes in for Gooblin. So a substitute there being used. So if you've just joined, it was 9-1 to IVEU on Suna. 9-1 to IVEU on Miru, and now we're on to Kitty. Will we see another 9-1 scoreline, or do you think this is the time where AD come back and get some points on the board? And like I said, this is where we jump into Kitty. So, access denied, opting for that A push. And Fraser there on site early with a nade. Doesn't pick up anyone, but he's looking to swing. Here's the audio. Fraser picking up Sandy. And there's all sorts going on at A main as Fraser picks up Ava and he calls Scanner down. Bleach with a nade onto Sea Dragon. Kenzog picking up T. Fraser picking up Kenzog. And that And that is the first round on Kitty going in the hands of IVEU. Keep letting me know, guys, down in the comments what you think of either team. Who do you think is going to win this map as we've just started out? Is this going to be a 9-1 again to IVEU? Or are we looking perhaps at a different scoreline on Kitty as Sea Dragon opts for the STF-12 pump action shotgun, which a strange choice. MR96 on Miru, now the STF-12 pump action, but we like to see it as there's shots fired in Ali. He's got that STF-12 there. I'd like to see him if he can get a kill with this. Flashes coming out. Fraser getting Sea Dragon with a nade, so shut that quickly down. Abbott picking up knock, and there's audio here, and T and Fraser are flanking. Abbott just holding his angles. He knows there's someone sat in arches, and he's going to peek. Ooh. Traded with Bleach in the end after all of that. And Cray playing APC with Cray. There's one left. Sam picks his team, but they trade. Instant headshot. I just did not miss. And it's 2-0 to IVEU. And Ivy's aggression, their aggressive style of play, and AD being slightly more passive, it's just not working out for them. And let's see where Sandy's going to head this time with the scanner. So we've got a 3-2 here, 2 going into mid, 3 coming up through skate park, and there's a good setup there by Ivy with a default covering all angles, waiting for audio. And what will we see Sandy do here? Cray picking up Kendall with the APC9 Pro. Not sure he got the comms of where he was. Smoke's coming in. There's a bad smoke there as Abbott picks up Cray and McGuff pick up T. So that's good numbers shutting down the mid, and now it's a 3v3, sorry. Bleach picking up Sandy. Oh, trade. (2v2). Scanner down in caves. Knock just holding angles. Is he going to get the knife out as they rotate to try and get the scanner? But Fraser's holding angles. Knox just waiting patiently. Knock maybe thinking about a flank. Smoke's coming in to deny visuals. Fraser picking up one, picking up two. Taking the round for IVEU. And well played Fraser to find just a glimpse of light through the smokes and find the two AD players. 3-0 Ivy. And nice to see Gooblin in the comments watching his team after subbing out for Cray to let him get on and play Kitty, as Ivy in the lead 3-0 as Sandy opts for a push this time. Sandy with the shotgun as well now, with both with the shotgun, Sea Dragon and Sandy. M2 rifle, it is a bit of a machine as Abbott picks up Fraser and Knock takes out Sea Dragon in mid, and T's holding angles. You don't want to be using that against T as he takes 2 out there. And Kenzog left by himself. Oh, he picks up T though. Scanner is down on A site. The rotate is coming in by IVEU. He must be hearing that audio now. Nades coming in. It is doable. He's got a good amount of health. Bleach and Cray still full health. Knock 3/4 with the STF-12 pump action and a knife going for it. Imagine, just imagine if that came off. The scenes. And Kenzog has 30 seconds to do something. He misses. Pistol's coming out. Kenzog picks up Knock with a pistol. I think he's out of ammo, so he's only down to the pistol now. Went for the knife, but Cray says, not on me, buddy. And that is the 4th round to IVEU. It's difficult, you know, against this IV team. When Team Juice played against them, that was a casted match as well, live on the VRML page. And they are very aggressive, but not just that. They are very good mechanically. I've heard some stuff about what happens with their comms, and let's say that is pretty wild. But in terms of strategic plays or positioning, they just know what they're doing, and they've got the mechanics to back it up. And that is why they are now one of the top teams in Europe, as T picks up Sandy, and Scanner is down, but Kenzog gets T, and Fraser quickly refrags that. And he can hear audio on another one, and that's Abbott is unsuspecting. Oh, I don't know if he does know he's there. Abbott might be hearing audio. As Fraser... Sea Dragon picks up Knock with the STF-12. Love to see that off-meta weapons being used. And Abbott does pick up Fraser. Very sneaky, good play. McGuff picking up Cray, and it's a 3v1, and they know where the scanner is. They should know that the A site is clear now. They don't know where Bleach is. You need to get that plant down, as that is exactly what they're going to be doing. Bleach. Waiting for the audio. 30 seconds left. Now he knows it's definitely Ops to go pond stairs. Takes out Sea Dragon, who had the STF pump shotgun, and gets shut down by McGuff. And that is the first round to access denied, and we love to see it. Is this the start of their comeback? If they can pick up some good points on the attack here, and then take that into the defense, they could take this map. They could take this map. I don't know what you think. You're going to have to let me know. And they're opting for that A push. That worked well last time. They are leaving Kenzog on the rotate of B to try and flank, as Sea Dragon goes into mid with the STF-12 pump shotgun, and McGuff using the MR96, which is wild. And let's see what's going on in mid here. A knife coming out by Sea Dragon. That would have been something. MR96 could be used. Kenzog picks up Knock early on waves. He's down, making some good ground, as Abbott waits patiently. Bleach picking up Kenzog with a nade. Audio being heard, and they know. So McGuff onto Bleach with the MR96. I would have loved to get an angle on that. McGuff have gone to Fraser. Absolutely wild, as T says, I've had enough of that, and picks up just McGuff for now for those antics with the MR96, and the scan goes down at A, and now T and Cray have a bit of work to do. T looking at angles, trying to pick out Sandy on that head peek, and Sandy finds T, leaving it all up to Cray. He's closing in. I don't think they know he's here. Flash comes out, pushing up with the APC-9 Pro, takes one. It's all up to Abbott. Cray know where he is. He's starting to fuse. Abbott coming from behind. And that is the second point for AD, having a bit of joy on this A site. Great work by McGuff to pick up 2 kills with the MR96 and take out some of those mid-rotates. And 4-2 on Kiddy. and 2 back-to-back rounds is not looking too shabby at all right now. As they opt this time to send Scanner to B. They might just be playing audio from mid, finding out what to do and where to go. As McGuff again with the MR96. Oh, it could have been a good shot, but Bleach gets him with the nade. He says, not this time, Mucker. And Sea Dragon is left to pick up the MR96. They want to get those kills in. As the B push is slow, but it is coming in. And Cray picking up Abbott. Frazer with Sea Dragon in mid. 4v2 now is looking hard for AD, but Sandy does pick up T. Pick up one more. Cray's on low health. If they do get Cray, then that's a 2v2, and that is highly possible. Shots are being fired here into mid, and he's just holding off Kenzog and not letting him come to this B site. They know Scanner's down, and they are defending that point as much as they can, as Nock picks up Sandy, and Kenzog has a lot to do now. And there's, I think they may have heard each other's audio, as he's just gonna peek there, and Nock picks up Kenzog through that window. As you could just see him, his outline creeping up to it. You knew what was coming next. (5-2). One more round before we swap over and see AD on the defense. And again, AD opting for a B push. For now. An aggressive setup on A by Ivy. As Frazer heard something. Leech takes out Abbott and says, Frazer says, thank you for saving me there. A bit more going on in mid as T chucks a nade and gets McGuff. Cray chucks one and gets Kenzog, and Bleach then picks up Sea Dragon, and it is gone horrendously for access denied as Nock tries his knife throw. And Sandy is left by himself. He does have Scanner, but a 1v5 is too much. And the trade comes in. 6-2 to Ivy as we go into the second half of this match. AD on the defense now. Gonna have to see what they can do here against this aggressive play style that Ivy do have, and how they're going to set up to counter it. See Sea Dragon rocking the PM9. Nothing else really here off meta. And McGuff rocking the PM9 as well. So that's going to be an interesting to watch, as I believe they're doing it in mid, and Abbott picks up Nock and Abbott picks up Cray. Quick double. And you're not taking A site that easily, and T takes Abbott out. And they are starting to find some room on A site. So T with the Scanner. Frazer picking up McGuff. T picking up Sea Dragon. Just that. A glimpse. That's all he needs is a glimpse. He's scanning right there with Kenzog right on him. And it's only Sandy left. No one with much health, but Sandy gets 2. Sandy picks up 2, and it's Bleach and Sandy with just a slither of health left each. And Scanner didn't go down in the end. And if Sandy can play time or just wait for that audio, he's playing this cleverly. Just playing that audio, playing it smart. As you can see, 20 seconds to go as Bleach is creeping, trying to locate Sandy. Sandy, here's the audio. Gets a clutch. 1v3 clutch, and Sandy takes the round for access denied. Beautiful stuff there. Have a quick look at the scores. So Bleach top fragging currently. I suppose you could argue technically Fraser is top fragging as he has 3 assists, but as far as the scoreboard goes, there's Bleach. T 9 for 8. Abbott 9 for 7 on AD. Sandy, after getting those 3 kills, moves up to 7 for 8. And it is a B push from IVEU. And there's a bit of a battle going on in mid here. That's Cray. Sea Dragon's using the G28Z. He is not used a meta weapon, I don't think, for this whole match. And McGuff using the same. I'm not sure if they're just choosing a weapon to both run. That's what it seems like. And all the fighting and battling is coming on B side. As Kenzog shuts down T and slows down that B push. And there's a bit of a rotate going on now. As McGuff picks up Cray. Bleach picking up McGuff. And it's a 3-3-3 and it all happens so quick. Are they going to rotate to A? A is effectively clear right now with only Abbott tucked away. But he does pick up Bleach, and that combo would have gone to the team. Excuse me. Oh, Kenzog picking up Knock and Fraser with a quick refrag. And Fraser is all by himself, but he's about to get Scanner down in this 1v2. Got half health. Sandy, half health. Abbott on full. He's playing the audio. Takes one. Oh, we thought he was going to get the second there. Abbott shutting down Fraser. Thought he was going to get the quick double there to win the round. And AD have got somewhat of a comeback coming on here. 6-4 to Ivy, but access denied. Are denying access to those further points. You see what I did there? You love it. So, could be this map. Could be this map. Ivy just off the boil a little bit. Maybe they've just taken their foot off the gas. They've won the 2 maps. They've got the points. The MMR is still to be fully decided. But as far as wins go, that is theirs. As, what do we see them using this time? The G28Z again as Fraser picks up McGuff. And they trade. And I'm missing all the action here as Bleach takes out Sea Dragon on this A push. And the rotate was very quick in there by access denied. And they're already all on site as Bleach takes out Kenzog, but Abbott shuts down Knock with a scanner, and T refrags that so quickly, and it was all up to Sandy in a 1v3 again. We've seen him do it before, but this time it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So he knows where Cray is. And Sandy is full health. Oh, but T with his slither of health picks up Sandy. And that round goes to IVEU. 7-4. 2 more points to take the 3rd map. Access denied. Trying to deny that from happening. And it's all good stuff. Nice to see everyone in the comments here. Hope you're all having a good time. Sorry for the technical issues we had earlier on within the cast, but we're all good now. And this is turning out to be a fantastic last map. As Ivy push this B site. And look at the aggression here. Pushing through, Knock picking up Kenzog, T holding angles, Fraser picking up Sandy, T just making sure it's clear, and McGuff and Sea Dragon trying to flank, but oh my word, Bleach picking up both of those. And there isn't much time for Abbott in a 1v5. Trades it out. It was an uphill battle there. So down to match point. And Sea Dragon has opted to go with the MR96 this time. McGuff with the Grot B. And Cray sticking with the APC9 Pro there. Bleach really doing well to pick up those players rotating there in that last round. Both of them. And his certainly seems like his map, this one. As it's a B push again. G2HZ just got shut down. Bleach picking up Sea Dragon and Cray picking up Kenzog, and the action's going down on site. Nock picks up Sandy as McGuff gets T, and Bleach then quickly refrags McGuff, and again left in a bit of an awful situation. No one's waved. Abbott with a sliver of health after Bleach just seeing him, and he's peeking into there again, and it's that was a knife that nearly landed right on him. Then Bleach getting the kill onto Abbott, and for as much of a comeback as we thought was going to happen there from AD, Ivy in the end were just too good. I hope you've enjoyed the cast today. Been a bit different with a few things not running as smooth, but that's life. That's what happens, and you can't expect it. A few technical difficulties. Hope you've enjoyed it, guys. That was the last game of this VRML season. We are now going into post-season and the finals. Be sure, I hope to pick up some of those matches. I hope they go a lot more smoother than this one did. And as always, see you on the next one.